Wow! Look at how many people are in here. Okay, well, okay, you guys, you all heard Mel, right? You don't need me now. You guys are good. Bye. No, just kidding. All right. Hello. Hello, friends. My name is Kelly Mallinson. I've been with doTERRA for 10 years. I literally just had my 10-year anniversary on September 13th. And I am a blue diamond hitting gold. So if any of you guys are with me with that, we're okay. I'm also a mom of four, a Reiki master, an Access Bars facilitator, a woman who has had to rebuild her belief more than once. Okay. And I'll be honest, the reason I'm standing here isn't because it's always been easy. It's because I found out the hard way that mindset is your superpower. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. Okay, you guys, let's see, where are we? Who's at their very first convention? Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Look at you guys. You've got that shiny, I'm going to change the world look in your eyes, because you are. Now raise your hand if you've been here more than 5 times. Awesome, you guys. Yep, that's the I know where the bathroom and the coffee is look. Both are beautiful, and both of you are about to leave here with the same message. Go get it. Okay, let's do something together. Okay, if you guys are comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose and let it out slowly. Now bring to mind one thing you're truly grateful for. Like, not just I'm grateful for my feet, but grateful that, like, something that really you can feel in your body when you're grateful for it. One of the things I like to go to is when I had my first daughter, that feeling that I had for having that baby. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's your cat or your 5 cats. Just that thing that makes you smile without even trying. Feel that in your body. That's gratitude, not a thought, but a feeling. And when you let yourself feel it, it shifts everything. Now open your eyes up again. Imagine starting every day like this. Not with your doubts or your to-dos, but with gratitude. That's what cracked the door back open for me when I thought I was done. Gratitude was my gateway back into possibility. So in March 2024, doTERRA's leadership convention was in Nashville. And the first event of the event that I ended up at was the Diamond Dinner. And at this point, I hadn't been hitting Diamond, but I still got to be invited, which was super cool. But the problem is I walked in and I looked around and I didn't see all the people that I'd gotten to Diamond with, like all my cross-line friends, and I didn't feel like I was a part of it anymore. And I saw Hannah, my old account manager. She was my first account manager, and I sat down and I lost it. I also then talked to Michael, and we had this whole thing, and it was like, I was like 1 foot out the door. But then something happened. I went to Oregon on the co-impact sourcing trip to learn all about the peppermint and the Roman chamomile and all these things, and I get there, and I run into Dr. Riggs in the hall. And he says, "Hey, Kelly, are you excited to be here?" I said no. Right? I literally said no. Now, after all the lockdowns and not being able to travel from Canada and we're trapped in our houses, I said no? Are you kidding? So I leave feeling very awkward, and I go to my room, and I sat there for a minute, and I was like, did you really say that? And all of a sudden, it was like some light went on, and I went, I am so grateful for this community. I am so grateful for the oils. And if I didn't have this, what would I be doing? Like, there is purpose and mission here. So I found this moment, and it was so crazy, actually. It was really cool. So then I went to the dinner that night at the sourcing trip, and I listened to everybody around me, like, so excited for the classes they were teaching and for the people they were enrolling and all of these things. And I thought to myself, self, you can do this too. You can get back in the saddle, and you can do this. So that gratitude flipped my mindset. I was listening to everybody talking about what they were doing, and I decided, okay, I want you guys to remember this. I made a decision. I'm pretty sure Mel talked about making a decision earlier. I made the decision to win Diamond Club. Okay, I decided that, so I think you guys should all decide it too. And I had zero evidence that this was possible. I was enrolling 1 to 2 people a month, and when I shifted into gratitude and alignment, I ended up enrolling 195 people in 3 months. So there's another thing I'd like to tell you guys. Every time I saw Emily write, I'd make some big declaration. Oh yeah, next week I'm going to be Presidential Diamond. I'm going to get 10 new builders on my team. For sure, it's happening. Definitely. We're going to have 17 platinums. And after a while, I got really sick and actually embarrassed that I kept saying these things and they weren't happening. So I really felt that in my body. This is me walking as Blue Diamond in 2019, I think. But that moment, I decided I wasn't going to make any more promises. I just needed gratitude and alignment and action. Action. We can be grateful, but we have to do things with our gratitude. So this convention is called Shine. The theme is Shine. So your light is your energy, you guys. It is your belief, and you need to keep it on. Because when your light is off, you can't lead, and they can't follow. It's that simple. Confidence is just enough little wins stacked up that you trust yourself the next time. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to learn everything. Who's got learner in their top strengths? Right? Go do stuff. Go invite people to something. Learners sit and marinate. We need to get going. Okay? Love you, learners. It's great. You're my resources. So anyways, momentum comes from motion, not marinating. So we're going to stop marinating. We're just going to start taking some action. Stop leaving open loops. How many people did you call and say, hey, do you want to host an oils class? And you didn't hear back from them? Put your hand up if you've done that. Okay. How about we phone them later today and get them booking a class? So, quick exercise. Think of one action you could take in the next 24 hours to move your business forward. Okay, they were supposed to play a song. Da 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 da. Right? Well, there you go. So, now what I want you guys to do is turn to the person next to you and tell them, hey, you guys are sitting together. See, action doesn't have to be big. It just has to start, you guys. Look at you. Thinking of action steps. Okay, awesome. Yay. That's great. Now you guys have something you're going to take forward with you and go do, right? Yes. Okay, so when I first started doing doTERRA, and I don't know about you guys, but if anyone ever said no to me, I'd literally freak out. I'd be like, oh, I'm frozen. I can't do anything. Like, it really stressed me out. Well, that's where we're going. So I'd pretend it didn't bother me, but it really did. Like, it really hurt my heart when people said no to me. 10 years later, during that Diamond Club season, tons of people said no to me, and I don't care anymore. So my team and I have coined the phrase, numb to the no. So you guys get to be numb to the no, because it's not about you, it's just about them. I honestly don't care if someone says no or thinks I'm weird for asking. It makes it fun because I stay in joy, gratitude, and love. So if you've been hesitating and looking for a sign to jump back into your doTERRA business, this is it. It's right here. Find something to be excited about. Get oils on you. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it's your best asset. Your energy and your excitement for the products is what is going to get other people excited too. People want leadership. If you have had oils for 1 week, you are a leader of a person who's had oils for no weeks. So be the light, my friends. When your light is on, you can see and be seen. When it's off, you lose your way. And for me, oils help me turn my light back on. I get to be a scented light. And the cool thing is, light attracts. It draws people in. So when I say turn on your light, I don't mean float around chanting love and light, unless that's your jam. I mean do something real. Start your day with one uplifting thought. Move your body, even just stretch. Drink water. Do one action that moves your mission forward. Open up that bottle. Share it. Reach out to 5 to 10 people a day. It's going to take committed action, you guys. Reaching out all the time. Whether you just say hi, you check in with a friend, it doesn't mean hi, buy oils. Just like see what they're doing. This is a relationship business. So, because when you decide to shine, you inspire others to do the same, and you already have the tools to support it. So, as I was making my presentation up, I saw the wellness pyramid, and I thought, why don't we have a mindset wellness pyramid? Hey? Because I don't know about you guys, if anyone's on any of the Facebook groups, we might need to just dip into this one here once in a while. So, we all shift into negative mindsets. Often, it's totally natural. So notice when you're feeling scared, triggered, lack, scarcity, angry, envy, victim-y, lonely. And when you feel these things, like make note of those feelings. Don't do your business when you're feeling like that. It's important to be mindful of them and do what it takes to move into a better state, like joy or gratitude or love. So find the high vibrational feeling, the positive feeling that like you can really resonate with, and tap into that. If you can't in that moment, then pause and take a break. So just like I already said that, so we're going to have the mind nutrition. Feed your mind with positive input. Move your mind with small actions. Read a good book. Some personal growth stuff's always good in there. Rest your mind. No working your business in a bad mood. And if you feel all rejected by a bunch of people, stop. They'll say yes later. Reduce toxic influences. Like certain people you might talk to. Like say you have a friend who is like, I hate MLMs. Just don't talk to them anymore. Just leave them alone. Because they might change their mind. You never know later. Just don't bug them. Practice daily self-care like gratitude or affirmations, and get support when you need it, you guys. Mentorship doesn't have to come from your upline. True story. So reach out to somebody and have a mentorship call with them. There are tons of people in doTERRA who've been around for a week longer than you that could probably offer you some happy words. So what changed for me wasn't a strategy, it was gratitude. When you're truly grateful, you shine differently. People feel it, they lean in. Gratitude is the switch that turns your light back on. But here's the deal, that switch just doesn't flip itself. You've got to choose it. And some days choosing it feels hard. And it's the choice that changes everything. I almost quit, but instead I chose gratitude, and that gratitude pulled me back into the light. So if you've been waiting for permission, proof, or the perfect time, this is it. Time to go get it.
Please welcome to the stage Blue Diamond and French Canada market leader, José Ruelland.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Hello, everyone. I feel a bit nervous, of course, but so honored to be here today with you to share how I find builders and sharers along the way, how I talk about the business opportunity. But first of all, let me present myself quickly. I'm a French Canadian from Quebec with my husband. We have 2 children, Matteo and Alexandre, who are 9 and 7 years old. I've been doing the business for 6 years, starting doTERRA with actually no clue of what was an essential oil or the drug selling industry. But I had a dream. I was at the end of a year break for maternity, and one thing I knew, I did not want to go back as an employee. I was 41, and I knew that if I wanted to be in business, it was now or never. doTERRA just appeared to me like it was something I've been waiting for so long. I asked a few questions about the business, but you know what? Not much. Not too much question about the company either. I just knew it was for me. So I jumped all in, and I think I'm still one of the most motivated wellness advocates out there. What I liked about the business is the system. The plan is already there. You just need to follow the guide. No need to reinvent the wheel. So I have 3 questions for you. First question. Do you follow the plan? Do you follow the doTERRA duplicable model? Yes or no? Write it down in your notebook. It's better if you write it down. Question number 2. How many new builders did you plan to add in your team this past year? So what was your goal at the beginning of the year? Write it down. My 3rd question, how many times did you actually share the business opportunity this past year? 0, 1, 10. Write it down. Now, I will let you do the math and see if it's working or not. Bottom line, have you presented enough to reach your goals? So now, let's go with the 5 tips that I've been using to find builders and sharers pretty much every month. First tip, share the business opportunity after all of your workshops. Do you still do that? Or have you ever tried it? Do you know that it's working? Do you know it's still working? I never end a workshop without speaking about the 3 types of people that usually assist your class. And why do I do that? Every single class is full of people who are not just potential customers. Some are your future sharers and business partners. And if you don't take a minute to speak to them, they may never realize that there's an opportunity sitting right in front of them. This is how your business will grow. And remember that the business opportunity is what changes the most life. This is more than just using the products for you and your family, which is, of course, amazing, but this is also sharing them to the world and creating financial flexibility. So what are those 3 types of people that usually assist your class? The first one, the customer. Of course, we love them. This is the person who wants to take back control of their health and want to use natural products. Second type of people is the sharer. At the end of your workshop, you need to speak directly to them so they can recognize themselves and say, yes, she's talking to me. This is what I want. Here's the wording. This is the person doing the class who thinks about their sister, their coworkers, their neighbors. You naturally share what you love. And doTERRA supports that kind of people with a generous plan. When sharing consistently, you can have your product paid or even earn an extra $500 US per month. If you don't tell them this, they may never recognize themselves as a sharer and might never realize that they can turn their love about the products into extra income per month. People don't know what they don't know. Remember this. And it is not written on your face that you have an opportunity to offer. If you don't tell them, they don't know. Third type of people, it's the builder. Again, when you speak directly to them, the right people recognize themselves. So she's the person doing the presentation who look at me and said, oh my God, I want to do that too. I want to educate people about essential oils. I want to work online, in cafes. That person usually have this little entrepreneur side. doTERRA has an amazing and the most generous compensation plan in the industry. They can earn enough to supplement their income, to replace it, and some will meet financial goals like I did. You can download the script in the BBG guide, okay? And then I goes, really important here, the ones who are interested, or if you're just curious, just remain on the Zoom for a quick 15 minutes to see how it could work for you. And trust me, you will be so surprised on how many people will actually remain on the Zoom if you give them the chance to. Your job is not to offer. Your job is not to decide who's interested or not. Your job is simply to offer and expect magic. Tip number 2, just a sec. Contact one person per day to offer the business opportunity. It can be either a client or just somebody you think you would love to work with, somebody you admire, somebody on your chicken list, somebody on your Facebook. You have plenty of choice. Can you picture your business after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, if you commit to that one simple action every day? That's 365 people contacted in a year for the business. If we follow the doTERRA statistic, more or less, it's about one out of 10 people that will say yes. Who's ready for 36 new builder this year? Why? This is just the ripple effect of one message per day. Again, you can download the script in the BBG guide. Tip number 3, offer a wow experience workshop. I think that one of the most powerful things that you can do to grow a business is to offer this workshop to a happy customer. But you need to position the workshop as a gift, not as a favor that they do for you, more as a privilege that you are offering them and their friends. You will have much more success booking a workshop with this mindset. And the goal is not to convince them to build a business at this point. The goal is to plant a seed, to create a fun, a simple, a duplicable experience where they can start to see the potential of sharing and making money quickly. They don't know it yet that it could be a sharer or builder, but you have the vision for them. Here's the script idea. Hey, Mary, you know what? I have one last spot this month for a free experience workshop for 5 to 10 of your friends. They will be able to taste our peppermint essential oil brownies, taste oil in water, put them in the skin, smell them. It will be so much fun. And they will all receive this special gift. We usually give them like this Epsom salt with Serenity or Adaptive, and they love it. I have only 2 dates left for October. Do you choose the 15th or the 25th? And during that class, we do something super fun. And it actually helped find sharers and builders. And it was actually shared by Amy Fuller about a year ago, and we love the idea. It's the Essential Oil Book Quiz. Not to test people's knowledge, but just to make them curious, excite them about learning, and to show them how easy it is to find your own solution, and that anyone can be a wellness advocate just with that book. So we split people into small groups, like 2 or 3 people. We give 1 book per team, and we ask like 3 fun questions. Like, what is the best oil to support sleep? What is the best oil for digestion? Whatever, you choose. The team that answered them more quickly receives small gifts, like collagen samples. It's also a super fun and a powerful system to plan a workshop from a workshop and find builders and sharers along the way. Because at the end of your class, of course, everyone will want the book, but it's not for sale. You give the book to whoever will choose a date tonight for a Wow Experience workshop for 5 to 10 of their friends. Tip number 4, host 1 business opportunity presentation per month. Do it every month for a year. Commit to that. Show up every month for a year. Host it yourself, co-host with members of your team, or invite prospect to one hosted by your upline. It can be online, it can be in person, both, mix and match. What if you would present the business as often as you present the oils? Again, you have the script in the BBG guide. The last tip, never forget the social media. You do not have to be a social media star. I am not. But I do believe that you need to be there. Show your build. Show your success. Tell people you have a new client, a new builder. You're doing a new PO3 bonus. People are attracted to success, results, and committed people. And it does not have to be the perfect reel or the perfect post. And don't wait to be a professional with Canva before starting sharing on social media. Just be you. And remember that the perfection kills the action. So just do it your way with the knowledge that you have instead of not doing it at all. Here's the recap of the 5 tips, but I think you will be able to download it in DMK later. Now, what you should remove from what you are doing that will never work. Never make the choice for the person before asking. I'm not going to contact her. She's got such a great job. She will not be interested, blah, 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 blah. Who are you to decide? Your job is to offer. You open the door to everyone. They will decide if they want to come in or not. Second, never. Never stop because you get so many no's one after the other. Here's something to help you see rejection differently. Why you should celebrate your no thank you. Statistically, after 9 no's, you get a yes. So every time someone says no, you are just getting closer to a yes. We should all be happy to get some no's. We're getting closer to our goal. It's a number game. So start collecting the no's, you will have some yes. And every time you feel like you want to give up, think about the Kentucky story. The guy who had that fantastic chicken recipe, Colonel Sanders, was rejected 1,000 times at the age of 60 before someone finally said yes. Your job is to keep offering until you get a yes. Take the risk. The third never underestimate the power of small action done every day. Who's like me? I've been telling my kids every morning, hey kids, we're leaving in 10 minutes. Have you brushed your teeth? Oh, mama. They are still not doing it unless I remind them. 7 and 9 years old, every morning, every single day. Do you know it takes about 6 to 10 years of daily reminders before a child will automatically brush their teeth without being told? That's between 4,000 and 7,000 reminders before it finally clicks. But you don't give up, do you? Years of simple daily actions, but for massive results for the rest of their life. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, says, you do not rise to the level of your goal, you fall to the level of your system. Meaning, it's not your big goals that will carry you to success. It's the quality of your daily habits. 1 message per day, one workshop per week, one business opportunity per month, and then it goes. The fourth never do the business without a system. Because let's be honest, without a system to follow, you will forget part of the wheel. And the first thing that we usually forget, the business presentation. If you were here a few years ago at Leadership, you probably remember Amy Wright saying, "Do never stay in your comfort zone. It's dangerous. Comfort feels safe, but it's where your dreams will just die." Nothing bad will happen, of course, but you know what? Nothing will actually ever happen. With that in mind, I can't leave this stage today without inviting you for a quick but impacting out-of-the-zone movement, and it's called the Fridge Challenge. Starting this Monday after convention, here's one of your new daily habits for the next year, 365 days. Every night before bed, think about one person you want to do business with. Write his name on a Post-it on your fridge. The next morning, that's the person you message about the business, and you simply repeat that action every day. Just download the file with the QR code, add your name to the list now, so everyone knows you're participating. Each day, check the box once the message is sent. We will all be accountable one to another by seeing everyone's progress. And remember that you need to ask. You need to offer. According to Percy Ross, asking is the world's most powerful but forgotten secret to success and happiness. We can all do this. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage Blue Diamond leader Tanya Cattrall.
Well, you know, you've been given a really fun topic to talk about when they give you props. So I'm going to set them over here because it's just for fun. I was told this is actually Mark Wolford's special hat, and I was to guard it with my life. So my job is complete, and now I have hat hair. Well, we are here to talk about the Path to 500 blueprint. I was asked to talk to you about the Path to 500. And it was about sharing with love, and I thought, well, that's lovely, but I have strategy strengths. So I said, could I talk about strategy? They're like, yeah. So that's how the blueprint came to be. So today I'm going to share all strategy with you because that's my jam. And I am here to help if you are feeling a little bit lost trying to figure out the path to 500, or if you're feeling a little bit lost trying to teach people how to reach $500 a month. So why do we need a blueprint? It is because some people hear the idea and they're like, well, I like the idea of earning $500 a month, but I'm not quite sure how to actually get there. So do you ever feel a little bit lost trying to reach that income destination? Maybe you've heard all about the Path to 500, and it sounds great to you, but you're just not quite sure how to get from point A to point B. Even though you love the products, you believe in the oils, you believe in the company, you love Healing Hands, co-impact sourcing, the doTERRA culture, and you really want to increase your income with doTERRA, but you just really need somebody to show you how to get there. That's what I'm here to help you with today. So I want you to think back over the last 6 months and ask yourself, have you been busy inviting people about the lifestyle, learning about the products, or inviting them into the income opportunity, or have you actually just felt really shut down? There's no shame in that. I just want you to reflect over the last 6 months. Have you been actively inviting, or have you been more shut down? Maybe you really hesitate inviting people to the income opportunity because you're honestly not quite sure how to launch or lead someone down their own path to 500. Have you ever thought of someone specifically and thought, I would love her or him to be on my team, But if I invite her and she says yes, I honestly don't know what I would do next. It's paralyzing, isn't it? When we shut down in the area of inviting, especially in the area of inviting to the income opportunity, this is what happens. Our business stalls out. Why? Because duplication dies. And you miss out on the magic of multiplication. There's no teamwork because you're doing everything on your own efforts. The pipeline isn't growing, and the result is burnout and disappointment. Can anyone relate to what I'm talking about? Okay, hands all over the room. Well, you're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling. But I'm here to give you something powerful, because what you need is a tool. You need guidance. You need a blueprint. You need a blueprint that will help you with small, incremental steps, little stepping stones along the way, so that you can reach $500 a month in income. And you need a tool that's so easy to just hand to someone new that you can start inviting with confidence. You need a blueprint. And I have a very exciting announcement for you today. Introducing the new Path to 500 widget. So this is a very cool new technology that doTERRA is unveiling today without even downloading or opening an app on your phone. You're going to be able to pop up this Path to 500 blueprint as a widget right on your home screen of your phone. And you can just slide over, just like you do when you check the weather or your calendar, and you will always have a real-time representation of where you are on your path to 500. It's going to sync to your doTERRA account so that it will always show you where you're at and what you need to do next to keep moving down that path. The best part is that this powerful tool will help you become a Path to 500 cultivator. That means you'll be someone who can guide many people down their own path to 500. And what does that mean? Duplication, multiplication, income growth for you. You can simply show someone how to download the widget onto their phone when they say, yes, I would like to create some income with doTERRA. You can show them how to download this onto their phone before they even open their back office. And it's going to show them exactly what to do to get started and the steps to take until they're at $500 a month. That means they'll get into action before they get into information overwhelm. It is like putting a digital coach right in your new wellness advocate's hand. Isn't that awesome? So the path will be clear, and just like playing a video game on your phone, the virtual interactive graphics will not only offer guidance, but it's also going to give you those amazing dopamine hits that we all love to get when we see progress on a screen. So here's what it does. There's 6 bubbles. These bubbles represent those tiny little stepping stones that lead down the path to $500 a month. It's going to provide push notifications to prompt you what you need to do next to reach that next level on your path. It will also celebrate you when you're projected to start getting paid $100, $250, or $500 that month. And that's more dopamine hits for you, more dopamine hits for the advocates on your team. It also has a link to the Path to 500 landing page, where there will be explanations, training, extra support, and a lot of resources to help along the way. Okay, so now I would like to give you a visualization of what the blueprint looks like. Because if you're going to work your way down the path to $500 a month, you need to be able to see it, see where you're going, so that you can build it and you can teach it to others. So we're going to take a look at this blueprint together. The good news is our blueprint is simple. You only have to know and use a few key elements of doTERRA's compensation plan to reach this goal. There are 4 amazing ways to get paid by doTERRA, you know this, but you can reach $500 a month only using one of them, the power of 3. And to get to $500 a month, you don't even have to build out the whole power of 3. You only have to achieve the first 2 levels and the first 2 boosts to get there. So let me break this down for you. Once you have completed your first 2 levels of pods, you now earn $250 a month. Once you reach the second level of PGV boosts, that's personal growth volume, you get the $250 boost. 250 plus 250, that's your $500 a month. Now I'm going to simplify this for you even a little bit more. I want you to really hone in on that 800 PGV personal growth, okay? What is personal growth? That is everyone you have personally enrolled in the last year who's ordering on rewards. The volume of their rewards order goes into that total. When you have 800 coming in from those people total in a month, you've reached 800 PGV. You're getting that second level of boost. So here's what I want you to focus on doing. Set a goal to reach 800 PGV yourself. Teach 3 people on your front line the path. Get them connected with the widget. And work with them until they reach that first level, 400 PGV. And you will have completed your path to 500. You'll be earning $500 a month. Each of your 3 advocates will be halfway down their path to 500. And you will have become a path to 500 cultivator. Now, you can reach this on your own. You could do all the enrolling yourself and still get to 500. That's fine. But it's smarter to become a path to 500 cultivator. When you teach others to do it, you're going to get there faster because of duplication. Now, keep in mind, this $500, that is in addition to all the fast start that you and your advocates will have earned along the way. I put a carrot on here because I realized something. When the new and enhanced compensation plan came out, I studied it because I'm a strategy person. I studied it, and I had a light bulb go off. It was like, oh my gosh, PGV is everything. So here's my secret, my strategy secret I'm going to share with you today. 800 PGV is like a big, juicy carrot, okay? Focus on that carrot. That's the carrot to chase because PGV drives everything across the entire compensation plan. So think about it this way. If you reach 800 in personal growth volume, that's 800 in volume coming in every month, and you teach 3 people to do the same, and they get to 400, that totals 2,000 in volume every month, and that is enough to build out those first 2 levels of pods. You will be at 500. Okay? Do you see how that carrot is what to focus on? You will also have volume that's going to help you with rank. It's going to help you to earn things like empowerment shares, and it's going to help you to grow your income even farther beyond that goal. So keep your eyes on the carrot. Keep your eyes on 800 PGV, and the rest of the compensation plan will fall into place. And that will simplify your strategy so you don't get overwhelmed in all of the things to do. Just focus in on the carrot. 800 personal growth volume. And don't forget to use the widget because it's going to nudge you along the path and it will help you to keep your focus where it needs to be. By the way, this is available to download now. I think my slide for that, it's the next slide. Sorry, it just got out of order. There you go. It is available to download now. Take a quick picture. We're not going to linger on this slide because I need to move on. But if you take a picture, I think you can press on the QR code that applies to you, and it should work. And if you need any help, please go visit the Leader Tools booth, and they will help you. They'll answer your questions, and they will help you get it all set up on your phone. So this is all great strategy, but you might be thinking, I'm still wondering, how do I reach that carrot? How do I reach that 800 PGV? I'm going to give you my strategic key to that as well. The key is to share consumable solutions that help people solve their wellness problems so that they can live healthier and happier. Because when you introduce someone to a tool that solves a problem, they're going to continue to order it month after month. That's retention. That's personal growth volume. Now at doTERRA, we have many consumable solutions, don't we? So there are countless ways to do this. But I'm going to share 7 that I think are really, really great ways to reach 800 PGV. These are some of my very favorite things to share with people. And I got them all numbered out for you so you have the strategy. If you got 16 people using the Serenity sleep system alone, you would reach 800 PGV. If you got 10 people just using the frankincense stick and the frankincense capsules, you'd get there. If you got 10 people using the adaptive system to manage their anxious feelings, you'd be at 800 PGV. If you got 8 people just using some of the MetaPower, this is the collagen, if they're on Advantage, and then they do 2 of the add-ons, the Assistant Beadlet Duo and Mito 2 Max. 8 people doing that, you'd be at 800 PGV. If you got 7 people, this one's easy, especially now with those great sample packs we have. If you got 7 people using Foundational Wellness, the bundle, you'd be there. I love this one. If you have 5 people using Foundational Wellness plus just the collagen, you'd get there. And this is a favorite of mine because it only takes 4 people. But if you had 4 people using the Foundational Wellness bundle plus the Women's Health Kit to help balance their hormones, you would be at 800 PGV. Now, of course, you're not going to always sell the same thing to everyone. It'll be a mixture of things. And you might be wondering about oils. What about oils? We love oils. I'm not saying you have to introduce consumable solutions right out the gate. Oils are a great doorway to bring people into the doTERRA lifestyle. What I love to do is introduce oils to people. They're very attractive. And then once they have a positive oil experience, I want to introduce them to consumable solutions and supplements. And I love the new sample packets. Everyone that I enroll with oils is going to get one of those Foundational Wellness Bundle supplements from this day forward, because that is easy. That is an easy way to get them on rewards. Okay, you have all of the tools and resources, but what you do with them is up to you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective today. You now have the same blueprint as everyone else in this room and everyone else who's watching on virtual. You have the same exact products to share. You have the same compensation plan. You have access to the same amount of people on planet Earth. You have the exact same opportunity as everyone else. And you no longer have to wait for the how. You have the strategy. You have the blueprint. You have the how. So the question that you're left with is, what will you do with it? So I'm going to share a personal story about my doTERRA journey. When I started with doTERRA at my first convention, we had an amazing keynote speaker named Kyle Maynard. And we had an amazing keynote speaker today, didn't we? Some of what Mel shared really resonated with me. It reminded me of my first convention and how impacted I was by Kyle. Kyle was born as a quadruple amputee. And yet he has done the most amazing things with his life. And he sat on that stage and he talked about the things he'd done with his life and how he accomplished amazing things like becoming a champion wrestler and climbing to the very top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, he had a lot of reasons for not being able to do it. But he pushed past his reasons. He pushed past his fear. He took action, and remember, action kills fear, right? And he was able to accomplish a lot, and he challenged us that day. He challenged me. Now, I came to this convention. I'd just been sharing doTERRA for 2 months, and I want to tell you what my mindset was. I saw the vision of what doTERRA was doing. I saw that people were having success, and I realized a lot more people are going to succeed with doTERRA. I wasn't sure if I could be one of them. I wanted to. We had an income need in our household. And I wanted to climb the ranks. I wanted to build an income. But I was scared. I was scared of what people would think. Now, I didn't tell myself I was scared of what people would think. I told myself I had really important reasons not to go all in. And the two reasons I told myself were I didn't have enough time because I was running a salon part-time, and I had 4 little kids. I don't have the time. And my kids need me. I'm a mom. How can I go build a business? I'll be stretched too thin. That would be a disservice to my kids. That's what I told myself my reasons were. But you know what? Those weren't reasons, they were excuses. And I realized it when I listened to Kyle talk about his reasons for not climbing that mountain. And yet, he got rid of them, he ditched his excuses, and he did it. And he asked us to visualize. And I realized I needed to throw my excuses away. And I decided I was going to go all in. And this is how I did it. I realized there was an emergency exit door in the back of my mind that I was going to slip out the back if this didn't work out. So I was kind of building behind the scenes. Well, I decided that day I was going to lock that door. I was not giving myself an exit. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I started to do it. I got up extra early, and I figured it out. So today I want to leave you with the same opportunity that Kyle gave me. I'm going to give you the opportunity to choose. You have an income goal. You have a blueprint. You also have excuses. Which will you choose? Will you choose to be comfortable? And will you hang on to your excuses? Or will you choose to get rid of your excuses, lock that back door, and go for it? Oh, I can't get my last quote. You will always have excuses. They will always be there for you. Opportunity won't. I hope that you choose to go all in. You will never regret it. Thank you, doTERRA.